Oh, they're still coming. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Capitol Theater and the 11th Annual Commencement for Pacific Northwest University of Health Sciences, College of Osteopathic Medicine. Graduates, please remain standing. Guests, if you would also stand for the processional. Sorry. Is everybody's got their seat? Okay. If you'll please stand for the Pacific Northwest University Health Sciences ceremonial mace carried by Dr. Ronald Walzer, Chair of the College of Osteopathic Medicine Faculty Council. The arrival of the mace marks the official opening of this commencement ceremony for the Pacific Northwest University of Health Sciences College of Osteopathic Medicine. We ask that you remain standing for the procession of faculty, the platform party, and the presentation of the colors.
present colors.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Please be seated. And now please welcome Dr. Mirna Ramos-Diaz, our Chief Diversity Officer, who will introduce Elder Washeens, who will be giving the ceremonial blessing.
Buenas tardes. Good afternoon. PNWU recognizes that long before our founders had a vision for a health sciences university in Yakima, the land where the university is built has been cared for from time immemorial by the 14 confederated tribes and bands of the Yakima Nation. We stand unified in our reverence for the land and all elements of nature that take up our campus. At this time, I invite Davis Yellowwash Washines, current member of the Board of Trustees and longtime advocate for the Yakima tribal members and for PNWU and the Roots to Wings program from its beginning, to provide a blessing for the ceremony.
This afternoon, as we gather for this very special occasion, I want to open this graduation ceremony in the traditional manner of, like you heard, the people that have been here. And in this way, we all come together here this afternoon with one heart, one mind, one thought, for the reason that we've been called here to witness something great as our graduates complete one circle in their life and they move on to another part of their life. So the blessing is for the graduates. The blessing is for the future of PNWU, the administration, the faculty, the staff, all the students that have come before, that are graduating today, and that will graduate in the future. So because I want the Creator to hear me, I'm going to speak in my language from my heart. But regardless of what faith you follow, we're all going to come together. And in your own way, you could offer your own blessing to this afternoon. Snarkui kukoyan, and a kuklach and a kush niana itchin yao neat yao. And a ku natkino and chi and a ku panonak e pamin kut itchin yao. Kui waniksha Pacific Northwest University of Health Sciences. And a kushba kutkun shana. And a kutkanana kushnas. Kutanawas at latim yoi and a ku namat kinunta. Chiman, and a ku ana and a kush, weyat, Pasinwichana Jinjamaman, Kushaw and a kush chi, ti cham, in a knuitanam, ach maman, and Kwana and a kushnash, Kaiwan is Kasinwi, Namib Hvit Tamnaknik, and a Kwana and a kush, Nam the Weedkan, Klach Iwinata, Itchin yao, Kanaiwit yao, and a Kwana and a kushna, Atwanasha, and China. Subsequently, and a Kwanana Kus and Achapsha, China, Kwananas Kasinwi, go Klai Kush Nai. Thank you.
Good afternoon. My name is Dr. Thomas Scandalis, and I'm honored to serve as the Dean of the College of Osteopathic Medicine. I am so pleased, seriously pleased to see all of you today. It's been some time. We're here to recognize and celebrate the class of 2022 with this hooding ceremony. Today is truly a sentinel occasion, and along with your family and loved ones, we recognize your accomplishment and celebrate your success. You stand out in our minds for your pride and professionalism, for your commitment to excellence, for your enthusiasm and determination, and most importantly, for your dedication to your patients. You also stand out to the communities from whom you've learned and served, and in particular, for your ability to see a challenge as an opportunity. During your orientation nearly 4 years ago, I told you that you were the right students at the right place at the right time. And over the past 4 years, you have proved that to be so. You are the first class in 100 years to receive your clerkship education during a global pandemic. The qualities we saw in you during the admissions process, resilience, compassion, empathy, and emotional intelligence, have carried you through unprecedented challenges in medical education and have allowed you to be successful through a daunting period of our history. These qualities have in no small measure led you to this ceremony today, and these qualities will serve you well in the next phase of your training and beyond. You've already accomplished a goal that is very difficult to achieve, becoming a doctor of osteopathic medicine. And as you become an osteopathic physician, you'll come to know that it's not a job or even a career, it's a calling. You'll be charged with awesome and seemingly never-ending responsibilities and blessed with rewards that are greater than money and status. Well, those things do help, though, I must say. But you'll also come to understand that being a physician is not a role we play. It's not only what we are, it's who we are. It's an inseparable part of us that doesn't leave us when we take off the white coat at the end of a long day or night. No other profession is so revered. Today, I stand before the future of osteopathic medicine. Embrace it, enhance it, and protect it. As osteopathic physicians, you'll bring an invaluable and distinctive perspective in medicine, as is practiced in the United States and increasingly as it is practiced around the globe. Healthcare is enhanced by osteopathic medicine, and we are so proud that you represent our school and our profession. Now it is my honor to introduce to you the Provost of Pacific Northwest University of Health Sciences, Dr. Edward Bilski.
Thank you, Dr. Skandalis, and welcome everybody. Congratulations, graduates, and we're just ecstatic that we're able to do this in person with all of you, and everybody that's live streaming as well. We want to welcome them in. So as Provost and Chief Academic Officer of Pacific Northwest University of Health Sciences, and on behalf of the Board of Trustees, faculty, and staff, I'm delighted to welcome you to this most significant occasion. I'm going to start by recognizing some of our distinguished guests who are with us this afternoon. I'm going to ask that they stand as I introduce them and remain standing until everyone is introduced. Audience, please hold your applause until we're finished with the introductions, and then we'll be able to do a round. I'm pleased to recognize representatives of the members of the current Pacific Northwest University of Health Sciences Board of Trustees that are with us today. This includes our board chair, Dr. Catherine Potts, Drs. Daniel Dunbar, Karen Ireland, Vicky Ibarra, along with Maria Benavides, Priscilla Cadwell, Karen Hyatt, Norm Johnson, John Vornbrock, and Davis Washines, who gave us the opening blessing. I should have said I wasn't done quite yet. We got some more introductions. So other members of the platform party include Drs. Michael Lawler, our president, Daryl DeWald, our speaker today, and he's also the Vice President of Health Sciences and Chancellor at Washington State University. Drs. Mirna Remes-Diaz, our Chief Diversity Officer, Dr. Laird, Dean of Student Affairs, Dr. Ron Walzer, who is the Chair of the Faculty Council, and members of the COM leadership team that includes Drs. Robert Sorrells, Elizabeth McMurtry, who's been recently promoted to our Associate Dean for Clinical Education, Dr. Emily Astrike, who's been recently promoted to Associate Dean of Preclinical Education, Brenda Pollitt, Heather Phipps, Jean Rupert, and Mika Rose. Still not quite done. Department chairs Mark Baldwin, Joseph DeMeo, Bill Elliott, and Ron Walzer. And also joining us are the honorary Hooders, which is quite an honor and distinction. That includes Drs. Al Brady, Stephen Litchfield, Janelle Mapes, Emily Astrike, Julie Randolph-Habecker, and Robert Sorrells. We also have the Dean and Chief Academic Officer of the College of Osteopathic Medicine, Dr. Skandalis. And I get to also thank and recognize members of our state legislature. These people have been instrumental in our founding and continue to support us in many different ways. They include Senators Curtis King, Jim Honeyford, Junie Warnick, and Representatives Bruce Chandler, Jeremy Defoe, Chris Corey, Gina Mossbrucker, Tom Dent, and Alex Ibarra. Many legislators across this entire state and the Pacific Northwest stand in support of PNWU and its mission. We are also deeply indebted to Senators Patty Murray and Maria Cantwell and Representative Dan Newhouse for their support. So let's give them all a round of applause. They can be seated. And now I get to introduce the chair of the Board of Trustees, Dr. Catherine Potts.
Thank you, Dr. Bilski. What a great afternoon this is. On behalf of the Board of Trustees at Pacific Northwest University, it is my privilege to welcome you all to the College of Osteopathic Medicine's commencement ceremony, our first in-person celebration since 2019, and to extend our warmest congratulations to the class of 2022. Not only have you completed 4 rigorous years of postgraduate education, but you did it in the middle of a global pandemic, which affected your medical school experience in ways that no one could have predicted it. Through it all, you have displayed remarkable resilience, that ability to adapt to difficult situations, which will serve you well throughout your entire career in medicine. As you move through your residency programs, and then start practice in your chosen specialties, we hope that you stay connected with the university and with each other, and take pride in representing PNWU and our shared mission. I know I speak for the entire Board of Trustees when I express how proud we are of what you have already accomplished and extend our best wishes for what's in store for you. Congratulations.
Thank you, Dr. Potts. Appreciate you. I'm Michael Lawler, president of Pacific Northwest University of Health Sciences, and it is a wonderful day, and thank you all for being here. In addition to recognizing our graduates, PNWU begins a new tradition today in recognizing faculty members with the Emeritus Faculty title. The Emeritus title is not granted automatically to all retiring faculty. The designation is granted to those select faculty who have maintained a distinguished record of meaningful contributions in their teaching, their scholarship, and their service. Faculty members to whom the emeritus status is granted will retain their rank at the time of retirement. This year, we are proud to recognize the service of 2 important faculty members who will retire at the end of June. Our first Professor Emeritus designation is bestowed upon Dr. Diana Rhodes. Dr. Rhodes joined PNWU in August 2010, moving from A.T. Still University's Kirksville College of Osteopathic Medicine. Dr. Rhodes served as the chair of the anatomy department and was instrumental in building both the anatomy facility and biomedical research lab at PNWU. Plus, she's just a great person. Please join me in congratulating Dr. Diana Rhodes. Much like the next recipient, this award was approved by the College of Osteopathic Medicine Promotions Committee, Dean Skandalis, Provost Bilski. Congratulations again, Dr. Rhodes. Our second Professor Emeritus designation is bestowed upon Dr. Robert Sorrells. Dr. Sorrells joined PNWU in November 2007. He moved from the University of Georgia, where he received his PhD and worked in neural network modeling of cognition. Dr. Sorrells has been serving as the Associate Dean for Preclinical Education since 2016. He's also been instrumental in developing the Roots to Wings program alongside Dr. Ramos-Diaz. Please join me in congratulating Dr. Robert Sorrells.
I look better in pictures with my mask on, so I kept it on over there. I would like to take a moment to recognize individuals who received awards at yesterday's award luncheon. Congratulations to Jennifer Bryant. Yep. She is the recipient of the Dr. and Mrs. Fred Tinning Osteopathic Principles and Practice Award in honor of our past faculty member and department chair, Dr. Millicene T. Tamble. This award recognizes students who have excelled in osteopathic principles and practice and who are committed to applying osteopathic skills into their medical practices throughout their careers. Congratulations, Jen. On behalf of the American Osteopathic Foundation and the auxiliary to the American Osteopathic Association, I would like to also congratulate Tricia Auhi Flores for receiving the annual American Osteopathic Foundation Donna Jones Moritsugu Award. This award is given in recognition of the commitment and immeasurable support that you bestow to your partner, Frank Auhi Flores, thereby enhancing his ability to thrive within the osteopathic profession. You, Tricia, truly represent the best of who we are. Congratulations. And congratulations to all of the scholarship and award recipients. Each year, the graduating class elects one member of their class to give the graduation address. Good? Yes, it is good. This year, I would like to congratulate and invite Charlie Barrows to offer his reflections back on the past 4 years of medical school.
Oh dear. All right, well, the mic is the right height, so that's a good start. Oh, the speech moves around a bit. Oh, they even printed it for me. Look at that. Wow. Well, we're off to a fantastic start right now, ladies and gentlemen. So first off, I just want to say, for many, many years, I've been trying to tell my family how important I am. They usually just kind of nod their head and roll their eyes and walk away, but now I have proof, thanks to you guys. So thanks to everybody for electing me. And on my 29th birthday, no less, so that's pretty cool too. But anyways, enough about me. I want to thank all of the spouses, parents, friends, family for all coming out today. So just thanks to you guys. I'm going to start off with that. But as we celebrate today the momentous achievement that is completing medical school, I believe that it is only right to reflect on the journey that has gotten us all here. It started with a dedicated oath to serve and better the lives of others. And after that, we traversed through the majestic terrors of things like SciFOM and embryology. But we triumphed thanks to our wonderful professors, as well as sketchy micro, pathoma, and the always beloved boards and beyond. I learned many things in my preclinical education, and some of those included the phrase, "It's not a bug, it's a feature." I developed a very severe aversion to PowerPoints with red backgrounds and yellow text. And by the end of my preclinical years, I found myself exclaiming "hot dog" far too often. But little did I know that that was just the beginning, and there was going to be something far greater for me to learn. Yes, we began our clinical journey during one of the most difficult years in modern medicine, a year that would start with a novel variant of coronavirus. It would then progress to murder hornets, and by the end of it all, Charmin stocks would rise 125%. This would lead us all to contemplate if the general public truly knows the definition of rhinorrhea. But amidst a frenzy for toilet paper stockpiling and frequent checks for anosmia, we would begin our first days in hospitals and clinics with a sense of excitement. It would provide so many lessons that I never imagined learning. In family medicine, I would learn how to master the 15-minute encounter. In general surgery, I would discover the limits of my bladder control and forearm strength. In internal medicine, I would learn how to conduct thorough histories. And in OB, I would quickly learn why my preceptor wore rain boots into the OR. By the end of these rotations, I would also discover that the Dr. Seuss epic, "Oh, the Places You Will Go," was likely written by an emergency medicine physician. And he must be commenting on where foreign bodies might be placed. All right, no, there's more. Don't worry, there's more. The jokes get a little more tasteful, hopefully. But just as now is a time to reflect on the journey, it is also a time to reflect on how we have made it this far. It's a time to recognize and say thanks to our support systems, the partners, the spouses, the parents and mentors who have all helped us make it through the difficult days and the long nights. Because let's face it, there were many difficult days. And just as we have made tremendous sacrifices in our pursuit, others have also sacrificed to support us as well. And as we look on to the future, there will be more tough days, but there will also be rewarding ones. Medicine is not easy, and that's why you must ask yourself, how will you make the most out of each day? You will miss birthdays, you'll miss weddings, funerals, and many of us already have. And this is all in the pursuit of that dream. This is why you must decide now how to spend your precious free time very carefully. It can be easy to get pulled into the hospital, into the clinic, to that next research project. But never forget to make time for those who have done so much to support you. We have trained in difficult times, and I think that we will all be better physicians because of it. And don't forget that. You are doctors now. And with that comes a great deal of responsibility, as well as the ability to end arguments with the phrase, "What do I know? I am just a doctor." It works well. You can also start addressing yourself in the third person, as I have started to do at various family functions and outings, saying things like, "Really? Bread? Dr. Barrows has a gluten intolerance." But it's true. From here on out, it will not get easier, but you will continue to get better. Always put your patients first when you're in the hospital and your family and friends first when you're out of it. Be kind to your co-residents and show them support when they are in need so that they might support you when you are in need. And try to make someone laugh each day. Or if you're in surgery, maybe settle for them showing their teeth. Enjoy the process, you guys, and continue to be excellent. Congratulations, class of 2022. We made it.
Thank you, Mr. Barrows. I would love to be a resident in your class. Earlier today, we held the military promotion ceremony for 8 of our students, symbolizing the culmination of 4 years of study in military science in addition to their medical education. Each one has demonstrated their ability to master the art of leadership and tactics, and we're eager to accept their commissions. At this time, I would like to recognize the military graduates. Please stand as I announce your name and remain standing until all military graduates are standing to be recognized. Austin Cisneros, United States Army, promoted from lieutenant to captain. Ashton Dyke, United States Navy, promoted from ensign to lieutenant. Katrina Heiss, United States Navy, promoted from ensign to lieutenant. Haley Heitzman, United States Navy, promoted from ensign to lieutenant. Laura Robertson, United States Navy, promoted from ensign to lieutenant. Mauna Odrozo, United States Air Force, promoted from lieutenant to captain. Kathleen Lundeberg, United States Air Force, promoted from lieutenant to captain. Jorge Parra, United States Army, promoted from lieutenant to captain. Congratulations to all our military graduates.
Thank you, Dr. Skandalis, and congratulations to the recently promoted officers. That is quite an accomplishment. I've got another honor to do, and I'd like to call up Daryl DeWald to the podium because I'm going to do a little bit on script and then just a little bit off script because of my deep personal relationship with Daryl. I want to recognize him. So it's an honor to introduce the keynote speaker. Each year, graduation committee strives to identify a keynote who can relate to our mission and purpose and inspire our graduates. This year's selection was a natural fit as the speaker embodies the mission of PNWU. He has a passion for communities that we serve. His daughter is also by chance also graduating this year. So congratulations to that entire family, Laura. So yes, it's an honor to introduce him, but I want to just do a quick reflection. I've worked with this man for 5 years now. I am astounded by the complexity of his job. He's got multiple campuses all over Washington State. He's got multiple deans and directors and vice presidents that report to him. Just enormous complexities added on to a pandemic and trying to navigate that. His leadership, his conviction for the land-grant institution and its mission, his steadfast ability to find time for his family and support them, and how many times you've told me about your family and how proud you are. He is just the most incredible gentleman, scholar, and a deep friend and a mentor. So Daryl, please address the crowd. Please welcome him, and I congratulate him.
So with that kind of introduction and with Dr. Barrows going before me, I'm done. Thank you very much, Provost Bilski, President Lawler, and Dean Scandalis, distinguished faculty and friends. So it is great to be here. In fact, it's amazing. It's nice to do this in 3D, isn't it? So congratulations to the class of 2022. It is in fact an honor to join you for this milestone day that recognizes your commitment to serve humanity as physicians. I know that you're becoming exemplary leaders who have already made a positive impact on our communities during the pandemic, and you will be devoting your careers to improving the health and the well-being of the people in the Northwest and across this nation. I ask for you to join me for a few minutes to cover three things. First, to recognize the difficult journey. Are we redundant? Yeah, but it's been tough, folks, so let's recognize it. Next, celebrate this incredible milestone in your education and in your career development and in your personal development. But third, and I'm going to ask you to sit with something today, that is to acknowledge the great gift of your investment in others. So let's go ahead and start for a minute. Together, you should acknowledge some of what you've experienced and done in the past several years. You each had a different pathway that brought you to PNWU. Your intellect, your experience, your drive, they all allowed you to enter the portal of medical education at Pacific Northwest University of Health Sciences, Osteopathic College of Medicine. For some of you, it probably felt like an impossible gauntlet, but you persevered and you made a great choice to join a program that is committed to serving underserved populations. Your class is in fact a community of standouts, military officers who serve society in a dual manner. 8 amazing individuals that we just heard about. Thank you for your military and your medical service. From the son of a veteran and the father of a veteran, I thank you. Healthcare workers, you decided you wanted to expand your capacity. Business leaders, innovators, all of you. But what sets you apart is your commitment to serve, and many of you will serve humankind as primary care physicians. Bravo. Remember your start at PNWU. Remember the early milestone of white coat ceremony that committed you to this phase of becoming a physician. It just seems like yesterday, doesn't it? And like an eternity. Didactics and your core curriculum. I am sure SciFOM is etched in your memories forever. There's nothing like experiencing an entire undergraduate sciences degree program in months and then building on that foundation. I assume you pretty much used every available neuron and maybe burned a few of them out in the process. But you had to assimilate this complex information, and in so doing, you became a community of scholars who collectively struggled and supported each other in this unique space of learning. And speaking of unique, the bonding that occurs between you and your fellow medical students when you enter the sacred space of dissecting a human body, that can't be described to the outsider. So then second year, OMS 2, handling the heavy load of didactic completion and adding club leadership, peer mentoring, it's expanding your volunteerism, all those activities weighed on you. Wow. But just in time to take step 1 boards. COMLEX, and for some of you also USMLE, always fun to prepare for and jump through the fiery hoop that you feel like defines much of your future. But yes, you muscled through and you experienced a new type of stress. And to make sure that things weren't boring for this amazing class, you were swept up in the tsunami of a world-changing pandemic. You were right in the middle of this immediate change and challenge. But to your credit, So many of you stepped up massively and expanded your service activities instead of wilting away. Over the past 2 years, you have provided community education on mitigation standards, you've assembled and you've administered SARS-CoV-2 tests, and then you, as student doctors, have provided life-saving vaccinations. Not surprising that I'm one of thousands of Washingtonians who received their vaccine doses from a PNU student doctor. Thank you. You were off to spring break in your second year, and for most of you, Yakima was no longer the home base that it had been for the first year and a half. And yeah, they say virtual learning. Folks, I don't like the term virtual learning. Better described as distance learning. And the rigors of off-site learning in a curriculum with some of the most intensive information flow and heavy requirements for conceptual processing and integration of complex data done at a distance. My hat's off to you. Then the uncertainty of what was going to happen in the last 2 years of your medical school journey. You then had less connectivity with one of the most important career cohorts of your life, your fellow medical students. You'd arrived together, you had bonded through challenge and adversity, you became friends in a way that can't be explained with words, and you connected in a way that will endure for a lifetime. But now, you were separated from your team. It may not be exactly analogous, folks, but you were left to scale the remainder of your educational Mount Everest on your own, feeling that if you slipped, you didn't have the climbing team anchoring you. And for many, you were alone as you further developed your clinical skills. Nonetheless, amazingly, you journeyed on. Third and fourth year, OMS 3 and 4, the rigors of your third year clinical rotations, we heard a little bit about those, feeling like you had to know everything and had to be able to communicate it verbally at a blistering pace because you needed to embody the calm confidence that you knew everything about the clinical environment. I bet it felt for some of you at times like you were bouncing in the pinball machine when you went from online to in-person clinical skills. Pretty tough, but you endured. And in fact, you were in and out of the matrix, folks. Let's just admit it. With step 2 boards looming, you are arranging your sub-Is because yes, though not the end of the journey, you are committing to your area of specialty and your residency, good old graduate medical education, the ultimate portal to independent practice. Then, match day. To the outside observer, this was a stressful time, but you were acutely aware of the consequences of matching or not, and whether it was with the program that you were seeking, your program of choice. You thought the refining fires had already been pretty hot, but on you went. What a journey. So I'm asking you to reflect on how you have arrived here. Think about your accomplishments, improvements, and how you've developed and celebrate all of that. Then bring to mind those who have served as examples, guides, mentors, teachers, and colleagues. I strongly encourage you to celebrate the people who have invested in you. These may be family and friends. It may be a combination of your mother, father, sister, brother, aunt, uncle, or grandparents who have seen the person that you could become, and they propelled your progress through relational and sometimes material support as well. Friends who saw and know you and made contributions big and small. So celebrate those who invested in you from your youth as you learn to succeed and to fail and to improve your scholarly skills. Teachers who encouraged you and pushed you to learn and grow. Professors before and during medical school. And folks, you have some amazing professors at this school. They are people who are committed not only intellectually, but they are committed from the heart to prepare you to move forward in your careers. These folks saw in you the unbounded potential to be a physician. Few people arrive where you are today. So celebrate this magnificent milestone for what it is, a huge team effort in which you both invested exponentially and you accepted and benefited from the investment from others. So please remember, taking care of yourself is necessary and it honors those who have invested in you. So what's up next? Well, residency. And we're going to take just a minute. Congratulations on match day. Good job. It is a testament to the quality of you as physicians that you have matched so well. It's also an exciting time to think about 3 to 7 more years of extended higher education, so good luck with that. So although becoming a doctor is an awesome accomplishment, please also join me for a few minutes to think about something that I hope you will take with you from this day forward. With all that you have done, you have earned the awesome privilege to invest in others. Please embrace this for a moment. You've earned the awesome privilege to invest in others. Earned, yes, through your intellect, which is amazing, your hard work, which is, indescribable, and test after test after test. You have earned this. But remember the team that enabled you to earn that privilege. The privilege, yes, something so good that it can be sustaining in the years and the decades to come. Understanding this privilege may help you through the over-the-top challenges of residency and independent practice. The privilege of welcoming life's first breath and the privilege of being there for your patient's last breath. But between those bookends is, as Dr. Lucy Kalanithi has said, witnessing suffering is one of the great privileges of being in medicine. This, like life and death, is sacred. Finally, the concept of investing in others' lives. It sounds simple, and we often think about how that will benefit, and for you, how it would benefit your patients. But I'm looking at it a little bit differently, and I would ask you to do the same. The privilege of investing in others is central to and exemplified by the medical practice and represents the professional calling that all of you have committed to. Most often, you do think about this as what you are giving to others instead of the great benefit you as a physician receive. Your purpose, your professional raison d'etre to sustain you in the darkest of times. The recently deceased Dr. Paul Farmer, whose amazing work serving the underserved, knew the privilege of investing in others when he stated, "That is when I feel most alive, when I am helping other people." You too have earned the privilege to help other people. So when you're faced with what seems like, or in fact is, an insurmountable personal or professional challenge, whether it's physical loss, emotional challenge, financial or professional loss that leads to changing your life, you have an awesome reason to continue because you have earned that privilege to invest in others. I encourage you to mark this day as a great milestone for your undergraduate medical education. This is, in fact, the bookend to your white coat ceremony. It is also the transition to your graduate medical education, your residency. You're amazing, and it is a massive team that has invested in you and helped you realize your great potential. Celebrate what you have done and what they have done, and know that we feel hopeful because of you and what you will do for society as medical practitioners, leaders, and educators. I would like to conclude with a story communicated by one of my hero physician friends, Dr. Larry Schechter. Dr. Schechter is a former UCLA faculty member and a health system administrator. I'm hoping what he said to a crowd will resonate not only with you as starting doctors, but those who have practiced for decades. I quote Dr. Schechter, "I was a practicing surgeon for 30 years before my career took me down the road to healthcare administration and eventually to medical student education. My colleagues in the audience who have practiced medicine will understand how we remember years later sentinel moments in our career that will forever change us. Deeply etched in my memory is a night many years ago when I was called to the emergency room. I was called to see a young woman in profound shock. She was suffering from a massive and life-threatening soft tissue infection. It took only minutes to recognize the severity of her condition before I had to say to her, I have to tell you that you need an immediate operation to save your life. It may be disfiguring, but it must be done. We will do everything we can for you." Her answer, "Yes, doctor, please do whatever you have to do." That simple, "Yes, doctor." She had never met me before. She didn't know me. Yet in 5 minutes together, she put her hands, or her life, in my hands. She put her life in my hands because I was a doctor, because I had the uniform, the emblem, because I wore the white coat. Think for a moment of the gravity of what that means. What an honor, what an awesome responsibility, and what a sacred calling. You can see why it's easy to respect Dr. Larry Schechter. So for you, we are proud of you. We are thankful for you, and we are inspired by you. And you have indeed earned the awesome privilege of investing in others. So congratulations, Pacific Northwest University of Health Sciences, class of 2022 doctors.
Thank you, Chancellor DeWald. Chancellor, that's like the best title in education. It's not Chancellor, it's Chancellor. Thank you, Chancellor. Now it is time to recognize our graduates who are achieving a, yes, that's cool. They are achieving a personal milestone by earning the Doctor of Osteopathic Medicine degree. You have dedicated time, energy, and effort to the important achievement we are about to celebrate this afternoon, and you had support from someone special in achieving your goal. Graduates, before we award the degree you have worked so hard to earn, please stand and say thank you to everyone in the audience who has supported you during this educational endeavor. I also want to give everyone the opportunity to thank another group of individuals who have been very important. I know you are grateful to the PNWU-COM faculty and staff in Yakima and the over 1,000 clinical faculty throughout the Pacific Northwest. These men and women were not only your teachers, your mentors, and your advisors, but in many cases, they were your champions as you pursued your degree. They are among the key reasons for your success, and I know you have valued their care, their concern, and their valuable contributions to your education. I would ask at this time that the faculty here in Yakima and throughout the region, preceptors and staff from the College of Osteopathic Medicine, please stand to be recognized. In a few moments, 136 graduates from the class of 2022 will become doctors of osteopathic medicine. Our graduates come from many different backgrounds with widely diverse interests, yet they all have something in common: intelligence, motivation, compassion, and a commitment to becoming an exceptional doctor. Dr. Lawler and Dr. Bilski, would you please join me at the lectern? Candidates for the degree of Doctor of Osteopathic Medicine, please stand. Chairman Potts, President Lawler, Provost Bilski, honored guests, families, and friends, based on the recommendation of the esteemed faculty, it is my pleasure and privilege as the Dean and Chief Academic Officer of the College of Osteopathic Medicine to present these candidates for the conferral of their Doctor of Osteopathic Medicine degree. These students exemplify dedication and perseverance, which are hallmarks of the values inherent in the field of osteopathic medicine.
As Provost and Chief Academic Officer of the university, and upon a recommendation of the faculty and the Dean of the College of Osteopathic Medicine, I recommend these candidates for the degree of Doctor of Osteopathic Medicine.
By the authority vested in me by the Pacific Northwest University of Health Sciences Board of Trustees and by the State of Washington, I hereby confer upon you the degree Doctor of Osteopathic Medicine with all the rights, privileges, and responsibilities pertaining thereto. Congratulations, doctors. Congratulations, and please be seated. As part of our tradition, 6 of your faculty members have been selected to be your honorary Hooders. Dr. Albert Brady, Associate Professor of Internal Medicine and Chair of Clinical Medicine. Dr. Stephen Litchfield, Assistant Professor of Osteopathic Principles and Practice. Dr. Janelle Mapes, Assistant Professor of Anatomy. Dr. Emily Astrike, Assistant Dean for Preclinical Education and Associate Professor and Chief of Physiology. Dr. Julie Randolph-Habecker, Professor and Chief of Pathology. Dr. Robert Sorrells, Associate Dean of Preclinical Education and Emeritus Professor of Anatomy. Doctors, please proceed to the stage to receive your diplomas. Thank you. Congratulations.
Dr. Carl Snaring, Lansing, Michigan, orthopedic surgery.
Dr. Brian Bachman, family medicine, Bremerton, Washington.
Dr. Karsten Kirby, internal medicine, Providence Sacred Heart, Spokane, Washington.
Dr. Jeremy Wright, emergency medicine, Brooksville, Florida.
Dr. Cody Cunningham, family medicine at Idaho State University in Pocatello, Idaho.
Dr. Charlie Jensen, general surgery in Jackson, Michigan.
Dr. Jen Bryan, osteopathic neuromusculoskeletal medicine in East Lansing, Michigan.
Dr. Kyle Garrett Mullen, general surgery, Ascension Genesis Hospital in Grand Blanc, Michigan.
Dr. Alex Bergeron, family medicine, University of Wyoming, Casper.
Dr. Kathleen Renee Lundeberg, obstetrics and gynecology, Wright-Patterson Air Force Base, Dayton, Ohio. Dr. Katie Lynn Wyatt, internal medicine at Parkview Health in Fort Wayne, Indiana.
Dr. Nick Knopfsinger, emergency medicine, Jefferson Health, New Jersey.
Dr. Hannah Sodergren, emergency medicine at Orange Park Medical Center in Orange Park, Florida. Dr. Whitney Kiefer Sharp, Purveyor Health, family medicine in Eau Claire, Wisconsin. Dr. Catherine Helen Reed, family medicine, OHSU, Hillsboro, Oregon.
Dr. Clinton Fariska, family medicine, multi-care Tacoma General, Tacoma, Washington.
Dr. Spencer Vines, emergency medicine, Albany, New York.
Dr. Colin Michael O'Hara, diagnostic radiology, Aventura, Florida.
Dr. Norm Marlowe, internal medicine, Lima, Ohio.
Dr. Mona Emelin Edrozo, family medicine at Offutt Air Force Base, Omaha, Nebraska.
Dr. Cole Edward Mackey, family medicine, Bremerton, Washington.
Dr. Emily Elizabeth Eddy, pediatrics, Tucson, Arizona.
Dr. Dominic Nilsson, Anesthesiology, University of Arizona.
Dr. Noman Jain, St. Mary Medical Center in Pueblo, Colorado.
Dr. Nicholas Collin, Family Medicine, Central Washington Family Medicine Residency.
Dr. Emily Town, Family Medicine, Seymour Marysville in Marysville, Washington.
Dr. Julie Lee, University of Hawaii, Family Medicine in Aiea, Hawaii.
Charlie Barrows, Internal Medicine at the University of New Mexico, Albuquerque, New Mexico.
Dr. Alex Dean, Emergency Medicine, Albany Medical Center in Albany, New York.
Dr. Jorge Parra, Diagnostic Radiology at the University of Vermont in Burlington, Vermont.
Dr. Frank Ahi Flores, Emergency Medicine, University of Oklahoma, Tulsa, Oklahoma.
Dr. Gabby Ballou, Emergency Medicine at University of Massachusetts Bay State in Springfield, Massachusetts. Dr. Sierra Haller, Rural Family Medicine at Kootenai Health in Coeur d'Alene, Idaho.
Dr. Calder Smith Chambers, Rural Family Medicine, Kootenai Health, Coeur d'Alene, Idaho.
Dr. Tyler Northrup, transitional year, Deerfield Beach, Florida.
Dr. Ashton Dyke, Family Medicine, Naval Medical Center Camp Lejeune in Jacksonville, North Carolina.
Dr. Jordan Mehmet, Emergency Medicine at University of Central Florida, Gainesville, Florida.
Dr. Joshua Marsh, Pediatrics, Tulsa, Oklahoma.
Dr. Captain Austin John Cisneros, Carl R. Darnell Army Medical Center in Fort Hood, Texas.
Dr. Andrea Westling, Family Medicine, Community Healthcare in Tacoma, Washington.
Dr. Kathleen Lucier, Family Medicine, Valley Medical Center, Renton, Washington. Dr. Alex Howells, Family Medicine, Puyallup, Washington.
Dr. Arshpreet Kaur Gill, Family Medicine, St. Joseph's Medical Center, Stockton, California.
Dr. Katie Dalgamuni, Family Medicine, Peace Health Southwest, Vancouver, Washington.
Dr. Leif Hoover, Internal Medicine, Seattle, Washington.
Dr. Colton Berry, Family Medicine at Sacred Heart in Spokane, Washington.
Dr. Jared Fincher, Family Medicine at Spokane, Washington.
Dr. Richard Rice, Emergency Medicine in Wyandotte, Michigan.
Dr. Andrew Coleman, Emergency Medicine at Spectrum Health in Grand Rapids, Michigan.
Dr. Sloan Buterbaugh, OBGYN at University of Michigan in Grand Rapids, Michigan.
Dr. Sierra Gorman, OBGYN, Ascension, Illinois, in Chicago, Illinois.
Dr. Kendra Medeiros Kelly, Emergency Medicine at UNLV in Las Vegas.
Dr. Tiffany Cho, Pediatrics, University of Arizona.
Dr. Mackenzie Redmond, Internal Medicine, University of Minnesota.
Dr. Julie Fedorko, Internal Medicine, Loyola University, Chicago, Illinois.
Dr. Regis Hansen, Psychiatry, Tampa, Florida.
Dr. Jessica Cole, North Colorado Family Medicine in Sterling, Colorado.
Dr. Anika Minhas, Family Medicine, Renton, Washington.
Dr. Abigail Ann De Leon from the Palm Springs of Washington. I'll be training in emergency medicine at Desert Regional Medical Center in Palm Springs, California.
Dr. Vicki Sizemore, training in family medicine at Case Western Reserve, Cleveland, Ohio.
Dr. Zachary Sanders, going to Rapid City, South Dakota for family medicine.
Dr. Carolyn Storter, Family Medicine in Anchorage, Alaska.
Dr. Delaney Tognolini, Pediatrics at MSU in Lansing, Michigan.
Dr. James Kramer, University of Massachusetts Bay State in Emergency Medicine in Springfield, Massachusetts.
Dr. Margaret Ann Robinson, Emergency Medicine, University of Arizona, Tucson, Arizona.
Dr. Cora June Lubchenko, Family Medicine in Fort Collins, Colorado.
Dr. Kathleen Ferguson, Emergency Medicine at LA County, USC.
Dr. Travis Nash, Family Medicine at In His Image, Tulsa, Oklahoma.
Dr. Christian Hogue, Family Medicine at East Pierce in Puyallup, Washington.
Dr. Jacob Strauss, Internal Medicine, Providence Sacred Heart, Spokane, Washington.
Dr. Jordy Pelosier, Family Medicine, Anchorage, Alaska.
Dr. Annika Lavoie, Family Medicine, Anchorage, Alaska. Dr. Polly Wiltz, Emergency Medicine, Case Western University Hospital in Cleveland, Ohio.
Dr. Laura DeWald, Providence Sacred Heart, Spokane, Washington, Internal Medicine.
Dr. Lottie Barton, Obstetrics and Gynecology, St. Francis Hospital in Hartford, Connecticut.
Dr. Courtney Lynn, Family Medicine in Eau Claire, Wisconsin.
Dr. Chelsea Municho, Anesthesiology in Stockton, California.
Dr. Mary Bradsky, Internal Medicine, University of Kansas, Kansas City.
Dr. Narita Peña, Riverside University of Health System in California.
Dr. Jenny Gao, Family Medicine, Auburn, Washington.
Dr. Krista Lunsford, Transitional Year in Vinland, New Jersey.
Dr. Mackenzie Keeling Garcia, Family Medicine at University of Montana, Kalispell.
Dr. Jenna Seeley, Obstetrics and Gynecology, Beaumont Health, Trenton, Michigan.
Dr. Kendra Watson, Anesthesiology, University of Arizona, Tucson. Dr. Sana Malin, Anesthesiology, University of New Mexico.
Dr. Katie Buckman, Internal Medicine, Washington State University, Everett, Washington.
Dr. Shafali Canal, Transitional Year, Roanoke, Virginia.
Dr. Daniel Flores, Internal Medicine at Legacy Health in Portland, Oregon.
Dr. Fadi Ibrahim from Egypt, doing internal medicine in Mount Vernon, Washington.
Dr. Juan Raso, Family Medicine, OHSU, Hillsboro, Oregon.
Dr. Christopher Paul McDonald Carbolito, Family Medicine, University of Hawaii, Aiea, Hawaii.
Hi, my name is Dr. Tara Lynn Cronin. I match into internal medicine at University of Florida, Jacksonville.
Dr. Tu Le, Emergency Medicine, Searcy, Arkansas.
Dr. Tiana Ibarra Yamamoto, Family Medicine in Mount Vernon, Washington.
Dr. Erica Kashishian, I'll be doing emergency medicine in Steubenville, Ohio.
Dr. Laura Castro Robertson, General Surgery, Naval Medical Center, San Diego, California.
Dr. Lena Covey, Family Medicine, Anchorage, Alaska.
Dr. Carrie Tackett, General Surgery in Ventura, California.
Dr. Mackenzie McPhee, Pediatrics, Peoria, Illinois.
Dr. Cole Nicolao, Radiology, Dartmouth.
Dr. Ellie Moracle, OBGYN at the University of Tennessee, Chattanooga.
Dr. Haley Heitzman, Family Medicine, Naval Hospital Camp Pendleton, Oceanside, California.
Dr. Jordan Workala, Family Medicine, Chehalis, Washington.
Dr. Kwang Vien, Family Medicine, Grandview, Washington.
Dr. Grace Alexis Rose, Family Medicine in Billings, Montana.
Dr. Austin Nguyen, Family Medicine, Kaiser Permanente, Seattle, Washington.
Dr. Austin Paul Gabriel, General Surgery, University of Michigan, Grand Rapids, Michigan.
Dr. Chandni Sharma, Family Medicine, East Pierce Family Medicine in Puyallup, Washington.
Dr. Sanjoita Wee Malik, Internal Medicine, Hennepin County Medical Center in Minneapolis, Minnesota.
Dr. Connie Zhang, Family Medicine, Loma Linda, Marietta, California. Dr. Catherine Lay, Family Medicine at Kaiser Permanente in Seattle, Washington.
Dr. Stephen Stabbert, transitional year at Unity Health in Searcy, Arkansas.
Dr. Aubrey Shears Valerial Eitenauer, Anesthesiology at the Mayo Clinic in Minnesota.
Dr. Talia Jeffrey, Emergency Medicine at the University of Illinois, Peoria, Illinois.
Dr. Connor Smith, Family Medicine in Bremerton, Washington.
Dr. Alexander Lewis Koshrinsky Thomas, Internal Medicine at Santa Clara Valley Medical Center in San Jose.
Dr. Cassidy Johnston, Dermatology at Samaritan Health in Salem, Oregon.
Dr. Hackto Jacqueline Chung, Internal Medicine, Florida Atlantic University in Boca Raton, Florida.
Dr. Lauren Adderbaum, Pediatrics, Phoenix Children's Hospital in Phoenix, Arizona. Dr. Katia Trousset, Emergency Medicine, St. Joseph's Medical Center in Stockton, California.
Dr. Christopher Walker, I'm from Natchez, Washington. I'm going into Family Medicine in Chehalis, Washington.
Dr. Drew Sebastian Holland, Family Medicine
in His image, Tulsa, Oklahoma.
Dr. Alyssa Johnson, Family Medicine, Hennepin in Minneapolis, Minnesota.
Dr. Carl Nevela, Pediatrics, University of Florida, Orlando Health, Orlando, Florida.
Dr. Karnik Sagamonian, Anatomic and Clinical Pathology at Loma Linda University Health in Loma Linda, California.
Dr. Chris Colacerdo, Pediatrics, University of Illinois in Peoria, Illinois. And I have the privilege of being hooded by my parents, Dr. Sue Colacerdo and Dr. Mike Colacerdo.
I'm Dr. Dallin Buse, going into internal medicine at Medical City Arlington in Arlington, Texas, and I get to be hooded by my brother, Dr. Bo Buse.
Dr. Philip Hasselball, Emergency Medicine, Kingman Regional Medical Center in Kingman, Arizona. I get to be hooded by my wife, Dr. Bailey Hasselball, PNWU class of 2021.
Dr. Robert Tanner Duncan, Pediatrics, Phoenix Children's Hospital, hooded by my dad, Dr. Rob Duncan.
Dr. Giovanni Llamas Valle, Internal Medicine, the University of Washington, Seattle, Washington, and I get the honor to be hooded by my brother, mi hermano, Dr. Edwin Llamas.
I'm Dr. Katrina Heiss, Psychiatry at Naval Medical Center Portsmouth in Portsmouth, Virginia. I get to be hooded by my dad, Dr. Gordon Heiss.
Wow, last but not least, I am Dr. Elmira Payman, Internal Medicine at University of Washington, Boise. I am being hooded by my younger sister, Dr. Helia Payman, graduated 2020 PNWU class.
The faculty and the staff have been honored to work with the members of the class of 2022. They watched with admiration as you learned the foundations of science and medicine in your first 2 years. In your rotation years, they observed a remarkable transformation as you assumed the roles and responsibilities of student physicians. This has been an exciting and inspiring journey to witness. But the best is yet to come. Over the next 3 or more years, our graduates will further their knowledge through residency training in their chosen specialties. We take great pride in all of our graduates. Each new PNWU-COM graduate will take with her or him the respect, integrity, and compassion that is the heart of osteopathic medicine. Wherever they train, we will be forever proud that they are our graduates and that they represent the Pacific Northwest University of Health Sciences College of Osteopathic Medicine. And now, ladies and gentlemen, on behalf of the University and the College of Osteopathic Medicine, I present to you the graduating class of 2022. Please be seated. Doctors, please prepare. Doctors, how's that sound? Please prepare to take the osteopathic physician's oath. The osteopathic oath is a contemporary version of the oath of Hippocrates. It affirms the values central to all physicians and surgeons. Would the physicians in the platform party please stand? We invite all physicians in our audience to stand and honor our new graduates by reciting the oath with them. Now, doctors, if you would please recite after me. I state your name. Did I hear the state your name? Only those who actually said their name are going to graduate. I'm sorry about that. I state your name. Hereby affirm my loyalty to the profession I'm about to enter. I will be mindful always of my great responsibilities to preserve the health and life of my patients. To retain their confidence and respect both as a physician and a friend. Who will guard their secrets with scrupulous honor and fidelity. To perform faithfully my professional duties, to employ only those recognized methods of treatment consistent with good judgment. And with my skill and ability, keeping in mind always nature's laws and the body's inherent capacity for recovery. I will be ever vigilant in aiding in the general welfare of the community. Sustaining its laws and institutions. Not engaging in those practices which will in any way bring shame or discredit upon myself or my profession. I will give no drugs for deadly purposes to any person, though it be asked of me. I will endeavor to work in accord with my colleagues in a spirit of progressive cooperation. And never by word or by act cast imputations upon them or on their rightful practices. I will look with respect and esteem upon all those who have taught me my art. To my college, I will be loyal and strive always for its best interests and for the interests of the students who will come after me. I will be ever alert to further the application of basic biologic truths to the healing arts. And to develop the principles of osteopathy which were first enunciated by Andrew Taylor Still. In the presence of this gathering, I bind myself to this oath. Congratulations, doctors. Please be seated. We love you too. Anyone else? You gotta love your family. As we conclude today's ceremony, we ask that the audience please remain seated until the marshals have led the platform party, the faculty and graduates from the theater. I'd like for each new doctor to consider how you're going to be ultimately defining success in your chosen specialty, and how you'd like to be judged by your patients and remembered by your colleagues. Winston Churchill once said, we make a living by what we get. We make a life by what we give. Congratulations, be well, and make a wonderful life. This commencement will stand adjourned.